When you open the app, the first screen you see should say Be Well 24 across the top. Below this heading bar, you will see 4 different colored columns and a time bar. If you don't see this, look for the 4 bars in the upper right-hand corner and click there. When the options open, select Activity Log. On the Activity Log screen, the columns from left to right are Sleep, Sitting, Other, and Physical Activity. You can click on the associated symbol at the top of each column for a brief description of the category. To track an activity, line your finger up within the column of the activity and in line with the time the activity started. Press your finger down and drag to the appropriate stop time. If you go too far and need to erase some bars, simply go back over the highlighted bars. If you need to scroll back to a previous time, use the time bar to the far right. Scrolling anywhere else on the screen will mark activity. The app will only allow you to backtrack 18 hours from the current time. For example, if it is noon, you can only scroll back to 6 o'clock p.m. of the previous day. Once you mark time in the sleeping, sitting, or physical activity categories, you should notice a pink bar around the column. Double tap on the time to define and lock the activity. The other category does not offer this feature as it is only for miscellaneous activities. When you double click on the sleep, you have the choice of defining it as a nap or a main sleep period. If you click nap, nothing more is required of you. The nap screen offers you the option to adjust the time if need be, but once you are satisfied with that, simply click OK. If you choose the main sleep period, you will have 8 additional brief questions to help you define the quality of your sleep. Each question has a small information button next to it if you would like a further explanation of what the question is asking of you. Once you are complete, click OK to lock in your time. For an easier option of tracking your main sleep period, when you're getting ready to go to bed, simply click the Tap Here at Bedtime button at the bottom of the screen. A box will pop up for you to select your bedtime. Once you select the time, a sleep screen will pop up. When you wake up in the morning, click the Wake Up button in the bottom right-hand corner. The same screen described in the main sleep period section will open up, and you have the ability to define your sleep and wake times and provide further details about the quality of your sleep. When you double-click on Sitting, you again have the option to define the time frame at the top. You are then given the option to define what percentage of that sitting time was used for which specific activities. Your options include work, transport, screen, social, and other. You can click on the title of each category for further explanation of what activities should be included in which categories. The sliders must add up to 100% in order for you to lock in your time. Click OK when done. When you double-click on Physical Activity, you have the option to again define your time at the top. You are then given 5 general activities to choose from to categorize your physical activity. Please note, all of these options are moderate to vigorous activities. A brisk walk would be included in the physical activity category, but a casual walk would be included in the other category. You may only choose one activity per time period. Once selected, click OK to lock in your activity. Once you have defined an activity, the time you marked will be locked. If you need to make changes, simply double tap on the Mark section again to unlock the activity. The main behaviors we are looking at in this study are sitting behaviors. This app encompasses some features to aid you in changing those behaviors. To access these, click on the 4 bars in the upper right-hand corner. As mentioned earlier, Activity Log will take you to the main tracking screen. Sync Now is used to sync the information you entered with the app's database. It would be good to make it a habit to sync the data after every time you enter and define your activities. However, we ask that you at least sync a minimum of every 48 hours. The Sitting button will take you to a page providing additional educational and app information. After you click the Sitting button, You will see 5 tools to help you sit less and 3 additional options at the bottom. The main menu button will take you back to this screen. The information button will provide some options to help you learn about the effects that sitting behaviors have on your health and also tips for changing those behaviors. My Results provides an overview of your tracked results. At the top, you can choose to view your total activity or by individual category. At the bottom, you can choose to compare day to day or week to week. Now for the tools to help you sit less. How do I use this app? This will provide a brief overview of the app. Where do I sit? This will give you a summary of how much time you spend sitting in various activities. Click on each heading for tips on how to sit less during these activities. Give me tips. Choose the category or categories of interest to you and click Get Tips for suggestions on how to sit less during specific activities. Show weekly notification. This will compare your sitting stats from week to week. My Routines. This will list the routines you've marked as things you'd like to work on. On this screen, you can add, edit, or delete your routines. There is also a button for suggested goals you can choose from if you aren't sure where to start. This app is for your benefit, and you can be as involved with it or not as you choose. We hope that you will utilize it daily, but we just ask that you sync your data often. If you need additional help navigating the app, please contact us in the lab at asumhealth@gmail.com or at 602-827-2314, and we can set up a time to answer any questions.